Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the previous episode, we came to the Citadel to convince the Consul that Saren was a rogue Spectre and a threat. Now we managed to do this securing the help of Tali, Rex, Iris, and the previous Captain Anderson of the Normandy. The Normandy has been given to us as our new ship. So, I left off last time without exploring our new ship, and I think this is a perfect time to start doing that. Now that we're a Spectre and we got all these big boy responsibilities, we gotta go and probably do something about it. And not say, like my companion here. What a great
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
No. I don't want to be decontaminated.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Yeah, well, I'm ready for it. I hate politicians. So, let's get our military job done.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander, 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I'm gonna be honest with them, as I am a good guy Shepard.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
We need to do our part to prove our worth to the rest of the races in the galaxy, because we are relatively new here. So, let's make it a good start.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Oh yeah, he's plenty ready for us, but we are not gonna back down from that little weird guy.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
And yeah, everybody's counting on us, so don't fuck up.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him down. He gave me a ship, and that's crazy.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well this is now our Normandy, so let's go talk with some of our crew. I believe there are things that we can examine, get a little bit of extra XP on our way running around. Mine. Presley, what you got to tell me?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Yeah, they're on our side, bud. Relax.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
That wasn't anyone's fault. He kind of got shot in the back by his own friend.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
No, never turn away help. Especially if you were the ones getting attacked. You're gonna have a few less resources to throw at.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
Well, that's good to hear. Have a nice day.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
That leads downstairs. I don't think there's anyone else I need to talk to up here. Could go back and speak to Joker, but I'm not sure that I need to at this point in time, given I just did the entire intercom thing with him. Let's see who's down here. That's the captain's room, should be empty. Personnel manual. I will examine that. A little bit more XP for me. Aiden's around the corner here. Let's talk to him.
Anything you need, Commander?
I'm looking for your personal input. Tell me how I'm doing.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Oh, that's very military response of you, so give me a tactical idea of what we're doing here.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Yeah, that's about all there is. We went there and I touched the alien thing. That happened. Now I've got alien things burned into my brain. And it gives me PTSD now and then.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Sleeper pod. I need to go examine that. My XP. My whole 17 XP though sometime be crucial, I'm sure. Ah, Dr. Chocolates. I need to talk to you.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
What do you know about Caden?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Hell's an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
He's not gonna blow up, is he?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
So, you're telling me they put all those fucking disabilities, insanity, crippling pain, and side effects into this biotic implant and they put that in people? Why would you do that? That's just evil, even for what it does give. Tell me about yourself.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
It's very fair, but do you have any regrets about your life?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Well, that's very fair. Some people just have their way of life.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, I believe that's everybody on this floor. So let's go down into the very bottom of the ship. We should be able to see our non-human companions, and I believe Ashley down here. And silently stare at the wall. Let's start with Rex, he's the closest.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself, buddy. You're on my ship now, I want to know who you are.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Tell me something, man.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That's not very fun. That sounds more unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
How is it not the same?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Alright, I see your point, man. I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Alright, you win. I'm not gonna compare it.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Well, if the genophage isn't what's killing the Krogan, what is?
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Nobody's rushing to find a cure for your people who are all infected with this.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Well, tell me more about your impending extinction event.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Yeah, but what does it have to do with you going extinct?
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Well, there's nothing more I can talk to you about, so I understand more of your point now. Have a good time.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
What's up, Ashley?
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
It's alright. You wanted to save your people, and that's admirable. And reasonable, considering you got attacked.
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
You can't solely blame yourself. I mean, you're in a full unit of Marines. Anyone could have seen and saw something.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well, can I talk to you just, one-on-one personal stuff?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Fair enough.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Well, she doesn't have as much to say because she's been on the ship for a while already. This is my Mako. Get some XP out of that. Here's what's up.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew that it would be better. How'd you know that?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
How is it that bad, though?
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That's your reason for leaving? I can understand not liking to go through 1,000 procedures, but sometimes it's for the better.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Now, I understand that's a very tough decision that you had to make, but I think you made the decision for the better.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Well, I think that's going to depend on what scenarios we encounter out here, aren't we?
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Yep, we are not threatening innocent people. We are very righteous. We like to do the right thing.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
I have to pay you? You're on my ship.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
You need licenses to sell products on an Alliance ship? Tell me more about that.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Well, I suppose if that's what you need, then I can get them.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Alright, I will look back at you later.
Not right now, thanks.
I don't have any money to give you, so...
Keep checking back.
Nothing to do for you right now. The engineer and Tally. First, we're gonna talk to our engineer.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
You want me to make her stop?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
That's very useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Oh, I just wanted to talk to you and figure out who's on my team.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Tell me more about the drive core. I'm a soldier, I don't speak ship.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Fair enough. And we have a stealth system on the ship. It's like a brand new thing. You know anything about it?
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Okay, so we're invisible for a limited period of time.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
So we can be given away, though.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I suppose that would give us an edge if nobody else has this technology to compare it to.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
And now we speak to the best girl, after I grab this. And
your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
well, that's very generous of you, but this ship is very special. It's my ship.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Oh, you're into ships.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That's like a long time ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me more about that pilgrimage. I know you mentioned it earlier in the last episode. This is basically something they all do when they're getting to be adults, but I want to know more about it now.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept these gifts?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Alright, that's understandable.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
You people created the Geths, so how does that work? I mean, are they like sentient robots now or something?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Well, tell me about it. I mean, that's why I'm asking you.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
research is illegal in this universe.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What is a neural network?
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So, you gave them basically a hive mind if they were close enough to each other, because they could all share these, thoughts and their processes?
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
So they can think.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I tell a machine if it wants to know if it's alive or what its purpose is.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Oh yeah, I kind of imagine that if you were going to deactivate a sentient being, they would want to kill you.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Well, I do think they defended themselves in that situation if you tried to deactivate them first.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
That leaves one plot hole here. Saren is still organic. Why would they not want to kill him? Even if he's just going to murder all the humans, he's still an organic. Why wouldn't they want to kill him?
I should go.
See you later.
Well, that's enough talking to my crewmates for now. I suppose I should actually go do something. I suppose that's my job, right? You know, go save the galaxy, go do whatever it is that Commander Shepard's gonna do. Maybe just stare at this wall for a little while. That sounds like something enjoyable. Wall. Oh, alright. Wall didn't like being stared at. Suppose I have to go actually send my ship somewhere now. Up here to the map. And let's see. Zoom out. Okay, that's it. Excellent. We can go to any of these places or any of these other little marked places. I do remember something about Cade's Gallon being mentioned. Where in here? 50-50, I'm gonna try the top one. Finally.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
Yeah, I can't blame them with the side effects that Dr. Chocolates told me about earlier.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
I really can't blame people who have those things stuck in them and creates that kind of a problem. I would be pretty mad too. Now that's incredibly remarkable that they would actually go through a diplomatic solution before kidnapping the guy and being like, hey, fix us, or help fix us, give us something, you know? But with all those red blips on my screen, I am going to fear the worst. Good thing I have a gun. Shepard, that's not how you use the door. Right there, I can see your gun. Actually, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna sneak around and go like...
Intruders! Kill the hostile!
Okay, both my companions are... Holy shit, I'm dead. I thought shooting that guy in the head would be enough. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe this time I won't suck as much. Take that over there. Pull out my handy dandy sniper rifle. Shepard, stop leaning on the door. There's a guy right behind here. I'm not sure I'm gonna get.
Intruders, kill the hostage!
We've got to get in there before they execute the chairman.
Look out!
Incoming!
No, I'm sure we can handle this. On the ground. Careful. Hey, there we go. Note to self, get better guns. That's kind of ridiculous. Coming hostage, I'm coming. You're in here. Alright, let's get this guy.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
I just shot through your entire crew. And do you wanna shoot this guy now? I think you should calm down.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
But you need the guy if you want your reparations. You're not gonna get anyone to help you if you murder the one guy who is capable of helping you.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I mean, this is as much as you get. I could just shoot you in the head.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Oh, I'm just doing my job. You need to do your job too, and then people won't kidnap you.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Alright, since we're gonna be good guy Shepard, I'm also gonna loot the rest of the ship, because that's my right for being good. Anything else in here? No. Don't mind me, I'm just looting your ship. And unlock that. That's unfortunate. Alright, time for me to get out of here. I did my job. Mass Effect 1 is filled with these tiny side quests that you're going to get from Admiral Hackett in the 5th Fleet. They're nice to level up and get some extra loot and goodies along your way. It makes much more of a difference at the end if you do all this leveling. Especially if you play the next 2 games, it will actually carry over. Not a full, carryover of all your levels, but you will get to
Message coming in.
So much.
Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
And there, we made the brass happy. Now let's go do our next job. Now, as a side note, all of these planets as well can be visited, and you will see some option when you're on them to survey. In future games, this becomes more interactive, but for here, you get to see just a little pop-up. It says you found something. It does give you XP, sometimes some money as well, which is very important later on. These things aren't cheap. Now let's get out of the system. I'm gonna go ahead and check this other cluster while we're here. Maybe there'll be another quest for us. No immediate quest, so let's just check out these planets and we'll get out of here. Ooh, there is something on this planet, but we're gonna go right back to that after we check these other planets here. Now, I don't necessarily care what's on these planets. It's mindless fluff that's just gonna get us some extra credits and XP. If you do want to read them, I just encourage you to pause the video and read the little script that follows them. Nothing hugely important though. And take Ashley with us, and let's take Garrus on this run. And here is the Mako. This is our vehicle in Mass Effect 1. It is a nice little thing that we get to drive everywhere we want to go. So let's open our map. There are a few things that we can check out here. 2 anomalies, a research base, and some debris. I'm just going to go a random direction that I believe leads me to the big flat area. And if I remember right, we get to meet friends here. Not a friend that we want to meet either. Mako is very good at being scouting notes, as you can see. Very useful for all these climbing planets. Something down here we should grab. Yeah, not sure I have enough skill to do it though. No, I don't want to return to normal. We can survey this, it'll get us some extra money. Boom, done. Back into the Mako. That's on our way up to the big flat area, so we're still on course. Oh, we're gonna be right over these rocks here if I want anything. Probably don't. Ooh, that's big boy. I wonder what could be in this big flat area. Hopefully nothing. There's a research base over here.
Looks like nobody's home.
Cover me!
I don't know if you need to be covered. There's nobody here. Med kit. Nothing else in here. So these little places you can find a bunch of additional loot that you can sell, equip, do whatever you want with. Sometimes there are quests that are attached to these spaces. Neat little things.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
And we will go there in just a second after I do my clever hacking game. Assuming that I don't mess up immediately. There we go. Take all. Eventually I will sell all that stuff off screen just so it's not in the way of any gameplay or any interesting things that might happen. Not real interesting seeing me sit there and look for 5 minutes of menu options.
En route.
Here's our excavation site. Let's go in and see what they found here. Though, finding alien technology on a desolate planet is probably not a good thing. But what do I know? I'm just a soldier. I'm sure there could be nothing terrible and dehumanizing down here. It's so quiet. Why is this alien relic or... Oh, that's a lot of red markers. What the hell? Oh my lord, that's a lot of them. And they're all running this way. Guys, back up.
Fire in the hole!
Seen this before. Machine cultists. The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whoa.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
That's probably a good thing. I don't want to know what that is. Can I open these doors?
Heads up!
The doors can open themselves. Oh, Garrus got turned all these people into monsters. Why would they do that?
I think we're good, Shepard.
What do you mean you think you're good? You were knocked out on the floor. You got beat up by those weird machine people. I can't get in there, so no point. But it did dawn on me earlier that when we went and saved that guy, I died the first time. Like a noob. And then I went back and realized I never slotted any of my skills. My skill points. So, that was very terrible of me, and I do apologize for actually having to die during this playthrough. I look like a complete noob now. Who dies in their playthroughs? But, in better news, I fixed my mistake, and forward we should be less newbie. Hopefully. All this junk I'm never going to equip. I just saw something else. Where was it? Over here? There. But going forward, I can sell all this stuff and it will give me a lot of money. And by the time I get a lot of money, I just buy the OP weapons and I forget about how I can die in this game. Doing it the way that it is intended, I'm sure. Because the Spectre's gotta be geared out and gotta be tough, right? Can't be dying. Especially not the robots and robot zombies. Blech. So it looks like there's a thing behind us and a thing way out that way. Let's go to the thing way out that way. Which is to my right. Yes, perfect. Anomalies can be like little drop sites and flying into type things. A little bit different in the fact that they can be things that you'll pick up for executing on you. Collected items, is what you can say. I'm doing my directions because I'm still going the wrong way. Moving just over this hill here. Skyrim Rainbow. True going over everything. Transmitter tower. So somebody crashed here because these beacons were here. And I assume maybe that's what led to that base being made. Or more evil secrets here than I've been made aware of. I don't know, let's see the secret is on the other side of the map, so I'm gonna run over there. Surprisingly, this game does perform very well on the Legendary Edition. There are very rare instances where any of the games drop below the 60 FPS standard frame rate that you want to play things at. So I can look about that. I've never ran into many bugs playing the Mass Effect trilogy either, not on the Legendary Edition. If you ever do get into Andromeda, you may find more bugs there because that game was doing something special. I'm not going to sit here at the current moment and argue a case for Mass Effect Andromeda, but I don't think it's the most terrible of games. I'm not sure that it's fully fit to be a Mass Effect game. It had the makings, it made references, used the races, but it didn't really feel all there, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, what is up here? Going once check out this guy. Cover artifact. I gotta play a mini game to uncover this. It's right there. Whatever. Alright, I got the thing. I'm gonna go back to the ship and let's actually do a story mission. Which I think the most important story mission at this point in time is probably finding Liara, our one missing crewmate. Oh, it's back over here. And let's go find Liara's dig site. Yeah, let's go to Sparta. Hopefully they don't kick me in a well. The I'm no messenger. I'm a soldier.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Distress beacon, you say? Well, let's go find out what it is. Ashley, you're coming with me, and I think Rex might be a good choice for this. Stress beacon means trouble. Trouble means you need a probe. Okay, there's a stress signal in front of me. Let's go check it out. Somehow I don't think this is the I'm getting scammed. Kill you now. you cannot drive right over it. Alright, still be for real this time. That?
These are Admiral Kahoku's men. I need to tell him what happened here.
Yes, we can do that, but we also need to find Liara. She's supposed to be in this system somewhere. She wasn't here, so she needs to be somewhere nearby. Let's just go ahead and check out these other planets, make sure she's not nearby. Bunch of nice little surveys getting us money, items, and whatnot. Okay, nothing here for us. How about Mesa? Messy, whatever it is. Another planet. Okay, let's land here, see what we got. I believe this might be the right one. And there goes Mako, flying out of the ship at like 100 miles an hour. What do we got here? Level 1 hazard. Stronghold. Which stronghold? Crusaders, 2 legends, and 3 legends. 3 game series if you never played it. Still more RTS, original style. They're fun though. Probably rate Stronghold 2 that series. Legends was nice for all the sniping pilots. I'm trying to find some like that pilots. And I have a machine gun. I have rockets. This isn't something you win, but what's going on here? I feel like I'm going everywhere except where I need to go, but I suppose that's the essence of adventure or something cheesy like that. taken out, please. Guy over there. Let's get out of the damn way. These two just die. Somebody's hiding out there. Slaver. You know what? I don't really like you if you're back here. Ouch. Hey, we got her. I'm alright. One health is alright. Grab the stuff. Ooh. Connected to an ambassador on the Citadel. That ain't gonna look good for you. Well, once again we landed on the wrong planet, murdered a bunch of innocent things. Well, except the slaver and the pirates, I guess, so maybe they're not too innocent. Anyway, I murdered a bunch of stuff. My skill's too low to hack any of these things. Blow that up and be angry. I wanted to be angry and blow someone up. Something that explodes better than my grenades do. Alright, let's get out of here. Because once again, we landed on the wrong planet. Let's do a quick zoom out and check out these other close by planets. Let's survey them for some junk that I'm not going to need besides the money. Alright, cool. Now let's try to find the right one again. I'm going to go to the one that originally left me on, and hopefully I was right at the first time and didn't need to do that. Nothing here. Okay, that more looks like I can actually land there and do something, so let's try that. Ashley and Rex. I feel like that impact happened a lot, even with those boosters slowing you down.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
That's weird, man. Going that way. Oh, wow, we're on this planet for underground security. How do you just not tunnel into the lava? No air warnings, and air hazard, or heat warnings. Let's get out here.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. You should sneak around and pull its tail.
buildings, it looks like. Tripped up. I need to go back to... Oh, I don't need to go back. I need to go forward. If I remember correctly, it's on the right-hand side. Maybe not. Red blip over there, which probably means that's where it is. And here we go. Shock trooper. Wanted to get him before my gun overheated, but it wasn't happening. I'm gonna shoot. Good job, Rex. You shot the wall. You can survive out there. Alright, game. Didn't think ramming in the lava means just walk away from it. You gotta have nice things everywhere. Somewhat monotonous to see me just run around, shoot everything, and pay attention to the story in the background, and I think that's probably the greatest thing that Mass Effect or Dragon Age can do. Here it comes! same route. Oh, I see you, Mr. Rocket Man. Alright, looks like we got something up here. Ooh, another fun fact about Mass Effect. Do you know the running speed isn't really a running speed? No, it's just an FOV change to make you look like you're running. You actually don't move any faster. Oh cool, Robot Spider-Man. Saves so much time if you can just smack them in the head once, you know? Alright, let's go find our prisoner in here. Didn't say prisoner, but person that we're looking for. More than likely imprisoned. I mean, who wouldn't be in prison these days? Something down here. Oh, I see.
Charging up.
Shooting your friend's shield. Going. Okay, my message finally got sent. Message was you're getting shot in the head.
Dare you to spin over the side.
kind of there is that. Why? I don't get there. Someone please explain that to me in the comments. Am I just missing something? Or is it actually just stupid? Through here. Get up.
Thanks.
Payback time.
Oh, at least it stopped, I guess.
Hello? Could somebody help me?
Bubble lady.
Please?
Why are you in a bubble?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Oh no, you're in a bubble and that's kind of amusing to me. Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Sure.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Yeah, let's ask you about your mom while you're trapped and you can't avoid my question.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Avoidant, but
we just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed
you
to.
just told me that.
I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Well, lucky for you, I have my own Krogan. He likes to shoot stuff.
Powering up.
Shot in the head. Oh, if you don't know. Take his lesson. This over to shoot shields. Alright, you're all dead.
Dead and done. Just the way I like them.
Okay. One way to open up that place, I guess. Oh, a giant damn hole in it. And up we go. Let's free our bubble lady.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
You didn't hear the giant laser?
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
I'll kill him too, if you don't. I'll get out of here and not die.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
You know, I came all the way to get her. I went through all this trouble, and now you're just asking me to hand her over? Nah.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
And what's the point of capturing her?
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It does really ease the tension, but yeah, he did kind of save all our lives by picking us up.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50 years, huh?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Oh, that sounds awful. But I think I might know what happened to them. Because I touched an alien thing and I have PTSD now.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
And how would you know anything about people disappearing?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Yeah, well... how about you start this theory of yours by telling me who came before the Protheans, then?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Well, I think I'll actually help you with your endeavor.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
I touched an alien thing.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit or Saren.
Well, you can probably still help us, because I'm gonna need something from you down the line.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Well, welcome aboard.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yeah, I think we'll talk later. Everybody's dismissed.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, let them know what happened.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Of course, she wants to help too, so it's a good thing.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Yeah. I didn't have any other option.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Well, in this episode, we rescued Liara and took care of a couple side quests on the, other end of things. So, I will end this episode right here, and I will catch you all in the next one. Do leave a like and subscribe. Tell me how I'm doing with this. I'll love to see you in the next video. Have a good night or day. Catch you next time.